Hello, folks. You are watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks. I'm Mike Morales here in the heartbeat of the San Gabriel Valley. That gentleman out there is
Skip Falconer in Los Angeles, California.
You see, Skip is a company man. That's why he's wearing his t-shirt. Me, on the other hand, I'm wearing my Captain America shirt because
he's the company. That's why.
That's why. Yeah, he's the company. So speaking of really great companies, let me tell you about this. Today, folks, we are going to dissect. This is such a treat. This is Cancion Extra Anejo. Now, if you look at some of the logos, for those of you who follow us, you might be aware that looks familiar, man. What is this? Well, guess what? This is an extra añejo that is coming from the formerly Mexican moonshine by Roger Clyne. And I've got some of his stickers, and they said,
oh yeah,
it was so nice. They gave us they gave us some CDs, and I love this CD.
CDs.
Yeah. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, Roger Clyne is a musician, band member. They've been Roger Clyne and the Peacemakers forever. We've known Roger for a long time. There are a couple of articles on tequilaaficionado.com about him. We've interviewed him for one of our open bars when we first started rolling out open bar. He's such a nice guy, really highly intelligent with a great story. And he's got a following that rivals, and I've said this a lot, it rivals Jimmy Buffett. Okay. His fan base is solid. And he even has his own festival that happens, I believe, in June, called gosh, what is the name of the festival? It's I forget, but anyway, I'll find it. But so anyway, it used to be Mexican moonshine. He has a great song called Mexican Moonshine. But now that moonshine is a thing in the whiskey world, they decided, let's separate ourselves from everybody thinking that we're a whiskey, because we're not. We're a tequila. And so we changed it to Cancion, which is beautiful. It means song in Spanish. It's beautiful. So this and the brand has been rolled out very slowly. First, initially it was a reposado, which Roger himself tells us for most of the time when he rolled out with a reposado, they said it was commercial suicide. But he's always done things his way. He's never followed the tried, it's always a path that's least followed, right? That's him. And so finally they're to the point where they've rolled out an extra añejo, which is 3 years, I think, right?
3 years in American oak bourbon barrels.
So we've never had it. This is going to complete the line for us for Cancion / moonshine. So we're going to pour it. We're going to taste the juice, tell you all the ins and outs and some of the stories. You can follow them on Instagram. You'll see a lot of photos of myself and Roger. Last time we were together was in Texas when I was living there. Oh my God!
Oh yes,
right on the cork.
Oh, yeah, I was just waiting.
Oh, I never sniffed the cork. It's right on the cork. Oh my God!
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right on.
Well, I was debating whether I'm going to use a Glencairn or use a Jarrito. I'm going to use a Glencairn. What the hell?
I'm using my Glencairn.
All right, so we're gonna now the color of the juice, same color that you get in the bottle.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, Skip, the color here is beautiful. I don't know what you're getting at your place, but it's like
it's absolutely gorgeous, man.
I love when you say it. Say that again. Say gorgeous. I love it when you call me names. It's got some red highlights. It's almost like kind of brassy.
Yeah, brassy. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That. Yeah. Oh, the legs and tears are beautiful, man.
Now this is something funny because Roger, when you talk to Roger and
wow,
and he talks about the legs and tears, his master distiller this is coming out of I believe it's considered
1472.
Right. Is that Fábrica de Tequilas Finos?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Fábrica de Tequilas Finos is also responsible for such brands as Rooster Rojo, which is the Blanco is the one that Skip did his final with me, because Skip is our first graduate from the Consumer Catador course.
Hey.
And we've also had Rooster Rojo. Dave and I did the whole line together, and so we loved it. And Arturo Fuentes is his master distiller, Rogers, for Cancion. And he's always said to me, he says, Mike, Arturo loves his legs and tears. And I gotta say, visually, every tequila that comes out of there, Cielo del Diamante is another one that we've had it's just visually gorgeous.
Man, so, look at that.
Wow. That's pretty. That is really pretty to look at.
Yeah.
It's not too clingy, not too thick. It's just streaming. It's streaming like Netflix, like I like to say, and nice beads. Oh yeah. So what are we getting on the nose here? Oh my God.
Man. A lot of fruit.
Yeah. It borders on almost dried fruit, but it's like ripe. It's not so much dry, but it's ripe fruit. And by fruit, what do we mean by fruit? I'm thinking plums, cherries, oh man, and there's a sweetness, there's a
like apricot.
Okay, I'll buy that. I'll buy apricot. Wow, man, that's just pretty.
It really
knows.
It really is pretty.
Yeah.
These notes are just there's a little bit of smoke.
Could be, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Right here on the side of the glass.
Yes, sir.
By the way, Todd Mayville, our second, our third graduate from the tequila from the Consumer Catador course, he actually is a bourbon steward as well as a WSET second level sommelier. And he said that he was taught a technique on how to use the Glencairn a little bit differently, that if you smell it from the side in layers, you can actually smell the different layers of the whiskey. So I've been playing with that technique a lot. And that smoke that you just detected, it's like a char, and I got it just as I was doing this.
Yeah,
and it's at the bottom. It's almost like you can you cut this in like 3 sections, and because it has a bell shape, as you look at it like this, you can hold it sideways without spilling it on you, and smell the smells, and it's like smell the aromas, smell the smells. Oh my God, that was professional, wasn't it? It's delightful to smell.
I get a little bit of kind of a butterscotch. Remember those Werther's hard candies that give you back in the day?
Yep.
I get a little bit of that. The Werther's butterscotch, WERTER, something like that.
They're the hard candy. People would use them. People would use them if they had a dry mouth or something. You would pop one of those in your mouth, especially if you did a lot of talking.
And I loved butterscotch.
See,
butterscotch candies.
Oh, okay. This one at the bottom is a bit deeper. That's where there's a hint of what I'm getting is maybe char, a little bit of the tobacco. I would say a bitter cocoa. It's not leaning toward chocolate so much as like something like a powdered cocoa, but dry. It's a dry nose, and I'm using that technique that Todd showed me just to see if it's actually working. And it's always at the bottom. It's always at the side underneath here. I know that sometimes I'll dig in, and you smell it. It's almost like it's a bottom layer. Okay, so it doesn't present itself. And by the way, folks, minimal alcohol. You notice that it's not super high in alcohol. although it's 80 proof.
I'm getting some spices.
I'm getting pineapple as well. There's like a pineapple kind of oh, you know what? Like a grilled pineapple. That's what I'm getting.
Ah, okay.
Grilled pineapple. That's it. Oh, this is just fantastic. Oh my God, we could nose this all day.
Yes, sir.
Wow. You want to dive in? You feel like
Yes.
diving in?
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's dive in. Oh. Wow. It's a lot drier than I thought it would be. Wow. That was just my first pass, and I didn't even let it linger on my palate. It went, what a finish.
Extremely nice. And you know what? I'm getting that butterscotch
On the sides of your tongue. I'm getting it up. Believe it or not, I'm getting it on my cheeks.
and
Weird.
and spice. It's really spicy and a lot
Is that like a baking spice? Is that what you're saying? Or is it like a hot cinnamon spice?
No, like a hot cinnamon spice.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
This is just delightful. Oh my God.
This is ooh.
And it's bold. You know, it smells sweet and nice and kind of almost like flowery or perfumey, not over the top, more fruity. Let's put it that way, because I did sense, you know, the grilled pineapple. We got some of the dried fruit on there initially on the nose. As it's evolving, it's evolving again in the glass. But it went in. This is a bold tequila. This is a bold XA. It's not going to go in. The nose is sweet, but it's got a bold flavor profile.
There is a sweetness that I get at the back end.
At the back end, yeah, it wasn't initial. It didn't go in. Didn't go in sweet. All of it was dry. It really finishes dry for me.
But I really did get that butterscotch, man. That I
That's Skip's safe word is butterscotch. Okay, that's a safe word. So we know his keyword. Okay. There's a nice bitterness on the sides and the rear of the tongue. It's not off-putting. It's like a bitter chocolate, hints of tobacco. It coats the palate nicely. It coats your tongue a little bit. I mean, that's what extra Anejos are going to do that.
Yeah.
But it's not cloying. It's not cloying either, folks. It's not what doesn't lean to the sweet side.
That time, I got the cocoa.
There you go.
The chocolate.
Right at the sides and the rear of the tongue. And it's consistent. It's not like it evolves. It's like right there.
Yeah.
Wow. This has got a hell of a lot of character, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd expect nothing less from Roger. Roger is such a, you know, I know a lot of his fans know him as a musician and a singer, and you know he's been around for a long time. I mean, the guy's award winning, and he's got this, like I say, he's got this following that rivals Jimmy Buffett. But this guy knows his tequila too. I watched him in action. You know, if you folks are watching and you catch Roger wherever he's playing, whether it's San Diego or you know or down in Baja or someplace, or Rocky Point that's where his festival is. Try to get yourself some tickets to have him do a tequila tasting with you. I have watched this guy work and educate. He's an educator. He's just, you know, like I say, on the surface, you just know him as a rock star, you know, but the guy really cares. And the thing is, he's cut from the same cloth as John Wolfe of Juan Lobo. You know, John Wolfe is a student of tequila, and so is Roger. And I this is not something that he's slapping a label on, folks. This has taken a long time for him to come through with an extra añejo. It's not something that he automatically just pulled out of the thin air. This has been sitting in a barrel for a while. And oh my goodness. And you know what? Now I'm getting, now, of course, it is coating the palate. My palate's clean. I mean, before I went on camera, we both of us, do our
right.
And it's almost got like hints of coffee. The chocolate kind of turns into a little bit of the coffee.
Yeah.
And black coffee, not sweet coffee, not maybe espresso. Wow, this would be great with a tiramisu. This would be great with a cigar. This is a. I gotta tell you, I can't even say that this is a guy's tequila, because the nose was so inviting and so what's the word I'm looking? Enchanting.
Yes,
it's an enchanting nose. And it's got butterscotch, and that's Skip's like safe word. That's his beautiful legs and tears. It's everything you want in an XA, man.
Yeah, I am so thankful that I got to review this.
Yeah,
this is a very, very bold, dynamic, delicious tequila.
Yeah, and versatile, I would say. I mean, you could probably, I would pair it with like I said, a tiramisu. I wouldn't go flan, because that's, I think, too. You could, but I think it's too sweet. But certainly an after dinner.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
A nice little nightcap.
Oh yeah, this is a nightcap. Now, they had a special edition of their 20th anniversary of an album called Fizzy Fuzzy Big and Buzzy, I believe. And they were nice enough to send me a ceramic. It's this version of the bottle in ceramic, hand painted with the logo of the album of that name. And I came across it the other day in my storage unit here under my patio. And I didn't know at the time that I was going to get this, because we just got this like yesterday. Okay.
Yesterday.
Yeah. So this is a quick turnaround for us. We received them both on the same day. We had today open. We said, let's taste it. Let's go for it. And I'm so glad we did, because wow, this is special.
And I'd say shout out to, is her name Alicia?
Elisa Klein. Yeah, Elisa made this happen. Thank you, Elisa. We're so appreciative. They always keep us in mind, and we love Roger. We love Elisa. They're just really great people.
Thank you for the music.
Oh yeah, please. I mean, geez, I think that's one of the CDs that I didn't get when I moved out. When I moved back here to California. Now, ins and outs. Let's find out. Do we have a price point there, big guy? Look at him. He just finished. I'm still like nose in mine. Oh man, and it's evolving some more. What a great nose. Oh, so what are we looking at a price?
Suggested retail is $109. You can get it. You can get it at Old Time, I think, for 90 something. I'm not sure on the actual price, but and it goes up. 118, 116
for the boldness and the complexity that it has. Even at 109, that's a bargain.
And there's XAs that don't even compare to this, that are like $200-300.
Arturo Fuentes is a mad scientist. That guy, he's right up there. He's been around for a long time. I've met him. I think I tell this story every time we do a tequila from that gnome. He's been around for a long time. Very, very reserved, very quiet guy. He just puts his head down and works.
Yeah.
And we've been impressed with every tequila that comes out of that distillery. I know that he also has now a partner, the partner that handles Rooster Rojo, but he oversees the whole fabrica, the whole plant, which was bought by Stoli, I believe, is now the owner of the distillery, but they kept him on. And this is where, he was there prior to the amber beverage Stoli investment into the distillery. So Roger's been there for a long time. This is his that's his house. That's his house. That's a casa. Let me do this. Let me read you
It has sort of a dry finish to it for me.
Yes, it is. It's dry. It's not going to be a sweet finish. It doesn't even go in that sweet, honestly. But the bitterness, the bitter chocolate notes, and the cocoa, it's much bolder.
And the butterscotch.
And of course, butterscotch. He's got to have that. Who's at Fábrica de Tequilas Finos? That is known 1472, and aged 3 years in bourbon barrels. And
yes.
You know what's interesting, Skip? I know you've had a few bourbons under your belt.
Mm-hmm.
What I've noticed is that I'm not getting too much of the hot cinnamon that I normally get from others that are aged in bourbon barrels. This is more of the bitter chocolate, the tobacco,
right?
The char. You know what I mean?
Right. I did get some spice up front in the beginning, but the second and third sip, I got more of the chocolate, the bitter, the tobacco on the back end. And there was a sweetness at the end.
Yeah, if I hold it long enough between my lip and gum, like I normally do, I haven't done that yet. I'm doing it now. There is a pepperiness,
yeah,
but it's a light. It's a light cinnamon, like a light hot cinnamon. I've had others that were aged in bourbon barrels where the cinnamon is a lot more amplified. It really comes across like red hots.
right.
That hot cinnamon. This was kind of a gentle cinnamon.
Yeah, this is perfecto.
Would you say that this goes down? I don't want to say silky, but I don't want to say velvety either, because it does have it has a good strong finish. Okay, this is not. It's bold. It's got a bold finish, but the way it goes across your tongue, it's kind of sneaky.
Yeah.
Great lip and gum numbness. The hot spiciness is very minimal. It's
there. Yes, sir.
So I say that even men and women would enjoy this.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
There are more women that we know now that are enjoying cigars with their. If you're a bourbon drinker, right here, here's your huckleberry right there. Wow, amazing stuff. Well, we go on and on, but I'm just going to go right now and say it. This is a Brand of Promise nominee.
Oh,
right
absolutely.
Here.
Absolutely.
In the extra anejo category, this is really a spectacular.
Brand of Promise. I'm holding up my.
He's got a paddle too. I'm going to get you paddles, okay? I know I keep threatening all the tasters. I'm going to get you some paddles, okay? Which is
what can I hold up?
It's basically just a coaster. But I'm threatening you right now. You and all the other TJs, you're all going to get paddles, okay? Trust me.
Okay.
Now this is still my first pour, okay? Now as it evolves and you get less and less liquid, I almost get like a toasted marshmallow. I get s'mores. I don't know if you've ever been camping and you over toast a marshmallow, because Lisa's kids, when we were camping, if you get it too close to the flame, it starts to melt or char. It's because the smell not like s'mores. I don't get the graham cracker, but it's like a toasted marshmallow, like it's over toasted almost a little bit.
Yeah, but I never went camping. I don't,
Give me
the Hilton Hotel.
Well, I'll tell you what, whether you're out in the boondocks in the forest or you're at the Hilton, I think this fits right in.
Right in.
And you know, and it's very, knowing what I know about Roger and his family and Elisa, this is, I would expect nothing less. If you want to know more about what this guy is all about, check out his tequilas. It's almost like reverse engineering what when you and I do a tasting of a whole line, and you, like we did with Luna Nueva, for instance,
Right.
and you kind of realize, you kind of get into the master distiller's head and you go, oh, this is what he was doing. Oh, wait, you know, you kind of get into the intent and that secret missing ingredient that's intangible. Do that with this one. I'd venture to say Roger had a big hand in this one, because it's very indicative of the person. Okay. I don't want to say that I know him intimately, because I don't, but we know each other. You know, we're good acquaintances, and we've been together. We've known each other for quite a while. And Lisa and Elisa, and we're big fans of his. And this.
Do we know anything about the process? Is brick oven cooked? Or
I don't know. I know that I've been to that distillery, and I know that they have
it tastes like
autoclaves. But you're right. Now, since that time, they've had more investment. They've had, you know, obviously the Amber Beverage has bought into it. This may be oven baked. I'm not sure. We don't have any of that information.
Yeah. It tastes like mature agave too.
Well, you know,
doesn't taste like young agave plant.
No. And let's see what we get here. It's I'm on their website right now, and it says
40%
a unique
ABV.
premium bourbon. Let's see, white oak bourbon barrels to conjure seamless notes of dry fruit, woody smoke, and hints of caramel and butterscotch. Look at that. We pegged it. I didn't even know. I didn't even look at this until like right 2 seconds before we went online.
And I haven't looked at it.
Yeah, I don't even think you have it up on you don't have it up on your phone. So we pegged it. It's everything that we just said. I didn't even know. The Blanco, let me see if I can get, if there's any more information on the Blanco process. Floral, balance and counter, finish is smooth. Okay, blue agave bottle. Now the Blanco is triple distilled. Okay, so if this is obviously the starting point.
It's triple distilled.
Yeah, that's what it says. Blanco is triple distilled.
So is this triple distilled or double?
Well, no, I think what happens is that once it's triple distilled, this is just what comes. This is what they poured in the barrel, was that Blanco. Okay.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So yeah, that's how it starts. It's not like they're doing 2 separate batches. They start with that Blanco, and if I know Roger, that's the Blanco that goes into this barrel. And his Blanco, it's been a long time since I've had his Blanco, but you can check on our website, tequilaaficionado.com. You can see the original reviews that we did. This is obviously the same Blanco that went into this barrel and is now 3 years old. So kudos to you guys. Congratulations to Roger Klein. Great job, you guys. I would expect nothing less. Brand of Promise nominee. That's our take on Cancion Extra Anejo. Go find it. Go get it. If you've had it before, tell us what you're doing with it. If you're having it as after dinner, a cigar. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, give us a like. That does help us with the algorithm. Leave a comment too, because we look at those every other day. So, you know, we like to interact with everybody that's watching us. Hey, subscribe too. Don't be afraid of commitment. I mean,
don't be afraid.
Yeah, and follow us on Instagram. You can follow Skip. He's Tequila Sensei on Instagram. You can follow TA. You can follow us. And whatever you do, folks, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.